What is going down? Niner Empire, the faithful. Cleveland Browns at 49ers, Week 5 preview is officially underway in this video. Let's just start it off with quick notes for both teams. Cleveland Browns coming off of a humongous win over the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, the defense looked great. They shut down Lamar Jackson. Not only their defense, but Nick Chubb and that offense was rolling against the Ravens. But that's not scaring me because the Niners have the number 3 defense total. Like in total statistic numbers, in total statistics, the Niners have the number 3 overall defense in the league. You can look it up if you don't believe me, but I wouldn't say nothing in these videos if I didn't back up my information. But number 3 total defense, number 2 defense in the run. We have yet to give up a rushing touchdown all season, and we've played decent running backs. We didn't let James Conner get a touchdown in the whole game. We didn't let Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones get any touchdowns. And then obviously Joe Mixon, we didn't let him get a touchdown either. And they were in the red zone multiple times early in that game, Cincinnati was, where Mixon could have scored. Fred Warner, the front 7, shut it down, and that's why we have the number 2 defense, rush defense in the NFL. So Browns have a really great run game, and it's good that our defense is good at the run and talented at the run because that helps out in that run game. And we could potentially not. I'm not saying we're going to shut down Nick Chubb, but if we can just slow him down, we have a really great shot at winning this game because then they're going to have to pass. Obviously, we know who Baker Mayfield's targets week in and week out are, Odell Beckham Jr. So he's. Aside from Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry was in the concussion protocol, but he will play in this game. So Browns, they're coming in off of a massive win over the Baltimore Ravens, a divisional win over the Ravens. But the thing is, the Browns had to travel to Baltimore. Then they're going to be traveling across the coast to Santa Clara to play at Levi's Stadium. So it's going to be a hard road trip for this Browns team, to do. But to be completely honest, the Niners are favored for a reason. We're playing really good football. We're at home. We actually have a somewhat packed stadium now that, we're a legitimate team. So, at the end of the day, both teams have upsides. As for the Niners, I do want to go over the signings and the injuries that recently happened. So Jason Verrett and Jalen Hurd were put on injured reserve yesterday. So with Jason Verrett, I think it's his ankle or his foot that's causing him to go on IR. So he obviously cannot stay healthy. But he'll probably be cut. I could see him being cut by next season. And for Jalen Hurd, he's got that back. I don't know if it was it was back tightness, whatever. Dealing with a back injury, and it's causing him to go on injured reserve. And he went from being potentially ready to go for this Cleveland Browns Monday night game to being completely out for the rest of the season. So I don't know what the hell that was. That came from left field. I kind of figured Jason Verrett was going to go back on IR. That's just who he is. He's an injured prone, and he's got IR written all over his name. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurd was going to be a potential number 1 receiver to Jimmy Garoppolo this season. He's huge. He can run great routes. He has great hands, and he's a red zone threat. And that's what the Niners need. But at the end of the day, we can't let these injuries and, things like this kind of affect how we play. We just got to keep it moving. That's really all I could say about this team as of now. We can't let the injuries get to us. Thank God these injuries aren't major. It's not like major key players, but it's definitely players that can help us out. Now, one injury happened to obviously a key player, Tevin Coleman, and then obviously now Joe Staley broke his fibula. So there's injuries on the Niners side, but at the end of the day, we're playing really great football, and I think it's going to be hard for this Browns team to go into San Francisco and win this game. And I'm hoping they do because I have money bet on this game for the Niners to win this game that I made before the season started. So I need the Niners to pull out a humongous W right now, or, on Monday. But we'll see how it goes down. All I know is that we've got to stop Nick Chubb in the run game, and we've got to contain Odell Beckham Jr. If we can slow those two guys down, that's the ball game. And obviously, Justin Skule is going up against Myles Garrett. That might be something that we'll have to address. Especially, we might put double coverage on him. He'll probably line up Kittle or somebody to help Skule on that side, like Juszczyk for an instance. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Skule played great against the Steelers' defensive line last week. Hopefully he keeps it going, and hopefully the Niners can pull out of here and go home with a W. I mean, go to their house with a W. They're already at home. But we'll see how it pans out. But if I'm going to give you my predictions for this game, I'm going to say 27-20, the Niners win this game. I don't think what needs to happen for the Niners to win this game is Jimmy Garoppolo's got to have a big game, and we've got to contain Odell and Nick Chubb. And if we can do those, those things, this is a bag secured win. But we've got to do it, obviously. So Jimmy Garoppolo's got to play a really great game. I mean, he's going to have to step it up. I mean, he's playing great football, but he's going to have to kind of get back to himself, the 2017 self, because he's still not there, in my opinion, although he's done fantastic things, and that's why he's 3-0. I don't think he's far at all. I think just clean up the mistakes, and he's, back to being Garoppolo again. So, with that being said, Niners win this game, in my opinion, 27-20. Hopefully. I got money bet. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And, as always, go Niners. Beat the Cleveland Browns at home. And set a statement to the other 31 teams in the NFL. It's going to get done. It's bound to happen. Go Niners.